Plan Z is a horror survival apocalypse zombie movie. Those are 4 keywords that are going to pique my interest of some sort in a movie. And I know deep down that there is that many zombie movies out there that the odds of striking one that's really good or original are extremely slim. Still, I take the chance. I'm full of optimism. I'm always hoping for the best and hoping that I'm going to stumble across something that just literally excites me, has something new to say in this well-worn genre. Unfortunately, Plan Z is not that movie. It revolves around this one character, this man who has a plan that if a zombie outbreak is going to happen, and wouldn't you believe it? It just so happens that it occurs. And he puts his plan into motion. And from his globe-trotting ways at the start of the movie, he runs back to his hometown of Dunfermline in Scotland, and we start to go downhill from there. His plan doesn't really make any sense. He tells us, the viewers, his master plan in segments, and then instantly breaks almost all his rules. It just didn't make sense. One of the things that I really didn't like about this low budget movie, and it is low budget, so we should mention that because it feels as if it's constrained by its budget and a lack of imagination also as well. They have certain sets that they can use, they have certain places that they can go to, and they make it fit the story in a rather uninteresting way. But one of the most off-putting things about this movie was the way it was shot. Lots of shaky cam that suddenly snaps into like a still shot, and then back to shaky again. There is lots of scenes of people running or panicking or fighting that go in and out of focus that actually took me out of the movie. I was praying that somebody was going to find the depth of focus and just keep it there constantly, but they don't. It's constantly in and out of focus, and it's just off-putting more than anything. It looks amateurish, which is a shame because it's the person who writes, stars and directs the movie is obviously using this as a calling card, but he could have done with a little bit more creative input from other people to just rein back on some of the things he shouldn't have been doing and maybe just thought out the story a little bit more. Some of the aesthetical choices or the shots aren't that great, but he's limited by his locations. I don't know what the budget for this movie was, but it feels exceedingly small and limited by what he had at hand. It's the kind of thing you can imagine a few friends trying to make on the weekends or something like that. It doesn't feel like a fully fledged production. It's definitely micro budget, or it feels that way. Like I said, being set in Scotland, I don't feel that they really used the locations as best they could. There's lots of inner city and towns rather than the lovely countrysides that we do have here in the country that really create for some fantastic widescreen vistas if you can find them and use them properly, which we don't in this movie. There is some drone footage and it feels like drone footage. Like I said, lots of the camera work leaves a lot to be desired. The characters themselves make odd choices, not choices that you would expect them to make. Because we get to know the main character, because he's talking to us, telling his tale and his rules, you feel as if you have an understanding of this character, but almost every choice he makes betrays that character. I wasn't a fan of Plan Z. I stuck with it because I wanted it to be better than it was, but it never quite achieved that. And sometimes I'm going to have to learn as a movie watcher to cut my losses early rather than sticking with something just because I want it to be better than it actually is. This is a movie that is unfulfilling, that looks amateurish. It doesn't have the best production values or camera work or acting. It doesn't have many positives going for it at all, which is a real shame. And I hate to say that for a movie from this country, my favourite country, Scotland, but that's the way it is. So I gave Plan Z 1 out of 5. I didn't like it. I just didn't like it. I'd love to know your thoughts on it. Have you seen it? Have you checked it out? Do you like zombie movies? How does this fit in with the whole zombie movement? Did you like it? Did you not? Let me know in the comment box, and I'll see you next time on Man vs Film.